Hello and welcome. Today we're in the Tier 9 Soviet aircraft carrier, the Kremlin, and we're on the map north on the southern side. And I'm in a division with some pretty terrible players. But that's okay, I can say that because they don't watch my videos, so they'll never know. And thank you for the bits, Tom. And I just realized that the animation isn't centered on the screen. That means it has been that way for a very long time. But I guess it's okay because it's not like I stream, right? Anyway, moving on to the actual game. For some reason I decided to go to the middle of the map where none of my allies are, because that's exactly what you should do in a battleship, right? You go where nobody else is so that you can take lots of damage really quickly and then die. And then complain about how your team just sat back and camped. Or something like that, right? Anyway, I will try to take some shots at the enemies from here, and the main idea is that I want to be somewhere around this area so that I can help cover the sea cap, because that's where one of our DDs is, and I suppose I really should have gone to the A cap because that's where my division mates went, who, by the way, I was joking earlier, they are really good players. Where my division mates went, because that would have been quite helpful, but you know, I decided not to do that, because reasons. The enemy CV decided that he really likes me, so he came to attack me for some reason with torpedo bombers. Oh no! Oh no! That did... wow, that actually did a lot more damage than I thought it would do. Usually CV torpedo bombers do like nothing, but this one, yeah, this one actually hurt. CV, you're gonna regret that. Mark my words. Anyway, I guess I'll have to take some more torpedoes, and then I'll just sail forward and try to disengage from this position, because this is not the greatest position to be in. Considering there's a Conqueror coming, and there is a Yamato that's gonna be around soon enough. Although I suppose technically I could just reverse away from here. My friendly CV gave me a fighter plane. While I was playing this, I thought, wow, CV, thank you for the planes, but it's kinda late for that. But that's not actually true, because the enemy CVs could actually come back, so this would be very helpful. Who do I shoot? Actually, yeah, we're gonna take a shot on the Kremlin. Or sorry, Conqueror, sorry. Kremlin. Who shoots a Kremlin? Can't even deal damage to her. Hello, 36.6k damage. Only one citadel, but that's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, I will be unable to take this cap zone as there are a few too many ships around, but I should be able to take another nice shot on this Conqueror soon enough. Nice shot, Yamato. Well done. That was some excellent aim. Oh, Minotaur's coming. Okay, let's take a shot on the Conqueror and then start aiming towards the Minotaur with my rear turret. Hello, Minotaur. Would you care for some 457? 22k with one turret. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can finish her off in 10 seconds when my front turrets can fire. Although I suppose it's possible that this might not actually go so well, because she can do what she's doing right now. Wow, that was amazing! 1500 damage to this Minotaur. Bet she never expected that much damage. Over-penetrations are a really fun mechanic. I love them. Thank you for adding them into the game, Wargaming. Wow, she actually ran aground. And the CV is back again. Go away. Wow, and now... I would be so mad if I was that Minotaur right now, because he basically got away with what she was doing, with that really weird maneuver, and then accidentally ran aground, and that's when her ship went down. That's... yeah, I would be so angry. Well, okay, maybe not angry, annoyed. Am I really gonna take another torpedo from this CV? I'm unwilling. But that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, I guess I'll just push, because that's what battleships are for. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot I'm actually an aircraft carrier, right? Look at those planes. Invulnerable planes that just fly there, and then when they get near an enemy, they explode and deal lots of damage. It's quite useful. I wonder why other aircraft carriers don't have invulnerable planes. I guess it must be Soviet bias, or Russian bias, right? It seems that Muggy is in trouble. A Worcester getting taken out by a CV, that's always gonna be funny. Wait, actually no, that's not funny if you're the Worcester, right? Well, I guess it's up to me to push. There's a Yuguma in front of us, who is the next target, I suppose. Oh, and the Cleveland is actually intending to come with me, or at least sail in my general direction. Which is kind of surprising, and I think it's maybe not as smart of an idea as he thinks it is, because I plan on pushing in. And I'm a big scary battleship that can take lots and lots of damage. You're a squishy Cleveland that cannot take a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure this guy is even stuck, so I kinda feel bad about him, because he's gonna take all the damage for me for quite a while here. And hey, we found the Hakuryu! Maybe we can do something to her, because if we can take out the CV while we do have a CV, I think that could give us quite an advantage. Goodbye, Des Moines, I suppose. Man, this rear turret is really pulling its weight. They kinda need a raise, I suppose. Wait, no, we can't give them a raise, because then the gunners will just drink more vodka and then they won't aim as well. I don't know how to reward them. Oh well. The CV is right here, so let's try to deal as much damage as we can to her. Because if we take out the CV, you know, my division mate is a destroyer in the Yuguma, and we still also have our Venom. So if we take out the CV, our destroyers can actually, you know, play the game. Which they kinda can't with a CV around. So that could actually be quite helpful. Unfortunately, the CV is invisible. He has engaged cloaking technology. I suppose the next step in that technology is to make the CV fly, right? Like with giant rotors on the sides. I kind of doubt that would actually lift the CV, but, you know, movie magic perhaps. The CV is angry because my aircraft carrier is dealing damage to her aircraft carrier, but I said that the CV would regret this, so, you know, you reap what you sow, or I suppose maybe he won't regret it, because apparently my planes decided to deal no damage to that CV. I am shooting down a lot of planes. I've done 50k anti-air damage almost, and shot down almost 30 of them, so hopefully that helps a little bit. Maybe my aim will be slightly better this time. Come on. We're actually losing, so we really need to sink the CV. That was a good shot. Hopefully the Montana behind me can finish the job. Unfortunately, there is a Richelieu and a Conqueror in front of me. That's slightly unfortunate. Now, let's leave joking aside at this point. I am actually making a mistake, but this is hindsight knowledge, because the mistake is the fact that I keep pushing towards the Richelieu and the Conqueror. The reason it's a mistake is because you can see the Richelieu and Conqueror are not in the same place, right? They're apart a little bit. And if I push one of them, it means I will open up broadside more and more to the other. Which means that I will be more and more vulnerable to fire from them. Which I think is a bit of a mistake. But on the other hand, maybe it's not that big of a deal, because both of them are fairly good HE battleships, meaning that even if I angle against them, they'll still deal significant amounts of damage to me. Besides, there is also a Yamato in the distance. Yeah, she is 26 kilometers away, but technically she can't hit me from that far, so if I don't really push forward and start reversing or something, that's also something to consider. Oh boy, I didn't manage to sink the CV, but luckily the Montana did. So, next up is the Conqueror. Well, I've used all of my heals, so I suppose I've already done my tanking bit. But I only have 30k HP left, and I am on fire, and I do not have damage control party. Only have one DCP left too. 12k. Here's mistake number 2 actually. So I show broadside to the Conqueror thinking that, you know, it's a Conqueror. He probably wants to fire HE at me anyway, so it's fine if I do this thing. The mistake is that I fire on the Richelieu instead of the Conqueror. Figure I'm dead at this point because I have 2 fires, but then I realized that, hey, the Soviet special captain is completely fine and balanced, so that actually got rid of my fire, and it's healing me. Unfortunately though, I just took a shell from the Yamato for like 8k or something, and then the Conqueror shells were able to finish me off. If I had focused on the Conqueror, perhaps we would have been able to sink her before she sank me. And then perhaps it would have taken another shot or 2 from the Richelieu to finish me off. Or perhaps the Richelieu might not actually have been able to finish me off because I had a heal ticking, right? So yeah, it was a mistake to switch targets to the Richelieu. I really should have finished the Conqueror. And perhaps pushing in was also a bit of a mistake, but it's okay, we have a Montana, and I am confident this Montana will take care of the Conqueror. See? Next up is the Montana versus the Richelieu, and I'm gonna tell you, this is going to leave all of you very disappointed. Very disappointed. Also, by the way, check that out. You can actually see the clouds on the water surface. The clouds cast shadows. That's amazing. That's actually something I had not noticed before. So I actually imagine it's something of a recent addition, but it looks amazing, to be honest. I was really confused at first, but yeah, it does look amazing. Anyway, this Montana is gonna leave you very disappointed. You might think, oh yeah, it's because they're gonna ram, right? And you're gonna lose a tier 10 battleship for a tier 8 battleship. Ha 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 ha, I wish it was that, okay? Prepare to be disappointed here. Nice broadside, Montana. And the Montana has 5k HP left. And the Richelieu basically took no damage from the Montana. The only thing to say to this is, well played. Luckily though, we have taken care of the CV, right? And we also still have a CV, so our destroyers can actually play the game now. Whereas the enemy Venom, I guess he technically can play the game, but it's difficult. I am a bit passive-aggressive in chat. I'm telling the Hakuryu not to sail towards the Richelieu because I would like to win this game. And if the CV keeps heading towards the Richelieu, it's not gonna go very well. The enemy does have essentially a full HP Yamato, which is a complete and utter waste, but I suppose the fact that he has survivability expert is a bit of a giveaway why he has full HP. You know, because he is an expert at survival. The main threat at this point is the Venom, the enemy Venom, and technically our Venom too, because if our Venom sails into the enemy Venom and the Yamato gets a lucky shot, that could go very poorly. But all we really need to do at this point is for our Yugamo, Strefs over there, to take the C-cap, and then we win the game. Easy enough, right? Well, I suppose we technically also want to stop them from taking caps and all that, but that's what an aircraft carrier is for. So, let's speed through this quickly, and you can see on the minimap how it goes. So Richelieu is advancing on A, Yamato is advancing on B, the DD is on A because Richelieu wasn't in the A cap yet. And so we're pretty certain we're gonna win because CV plus 2 DDs versus no CV or other good DDs usually means that you win. Well, if you're in the lead. And the game's finally over. And our team managed not to throw this game. Amazing. But I had a good game though. Then again, I suppose if you're playing the Kremlin and you don't have a good game, well, you probably messed up somehow. I shot down 39 planes, that's pretty good. I got 3000 base XP. Okay, that's a bit better than a good game, I suppose. Considering I'm in a tier 10 battleship, so yeah, that's a very good result. But this Richelieu and Benham, especially the Richelieu, played well. I imagine the Benham did too, but I mostly saw the Richelieu. Actually, both teams' Benhams played well. Maybe the ship's overpowered. Nerf, please! Anyway, we won this handily. Okay, actually no we didn't. But I had a good game. So it kind of feels like that's what happened. Here we can see the damage, 2.6 million potential. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, Ryder. And I hope I'll see you guys next time.